Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I posted up my last one, but I've got a new deck profile here for you today. This is going to be my Cyber-stein OTK deck for GOAT format. This one's pretty much just a pure OTK build, so this one's pretty fragile compared to other Cyber-stein decks you may have seen if you've been paying attention to the GOAT format meta at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. We got our 3 Mystic Tomatoes here. That's your recruiter. That can go ahead and search out any of these cards here, your Sangan, your Jars, or your Cyber-stein. Typically, depending on the field, you're going to either go for Stein or Sangan. Sangan, just another floater that'll help you get Stein or Mystic Tomato in hand. Cyber Jar to destroy all monsters on the field, draw some cards. Morphing Jar, if you need to clear your hand, you can draw 5 new cards. Cyber-stein, that's piece number 1 of the combo there. That's your pay 5,000 life points to special summon a fusion monster. Your target's going to be Master of Oz for this build here. And I'll tell you why in a sec here. Next, we got Heavy Storm for clearing out the back row. Mind Control if you need to scoop up any of your opponent's face-down cards. 3 Giant Trunade, again for back row removal. Pot of Greed for draw 2. Next, we got Wild Nature's Release. This is the next piece of the combo. And this pairs well with Master of Oz. Target 1 beast or beast warrior monster. It gains attack equal to its current defense until the end phase, and if it does, it is destroyed during the end phase. Obviously, that second effect doesn't really matter because if you manage to get this on Master of Oz and you have an open field, you can just swing for game very easily. Next, we got Lightning Vortex in case you need to clear out some GOAT tokens or any opponent's face-up monsters. Swords of Revealing Light for stalling. Card Destruction if you have a bricked up hand again. Graceful Charity for the draw. 2 Nobleman of Crossout if you need more help clearing out their face-down monsters. 1 MST for back row removal. 3 Reload, again, just to help get your combo pieces in your hand, and it's a quick play spell that's chainable, so that's helpful. Enemy Controller. The primary purpose of Enemy Controller is, let's say you have your Cyber-stein and your Master of Oz on field, and they have a face-up monster. You can go ahead and activate Enemy Controller to tribute your Stein and take control of their monster, and then, you got a clear field to go in for game there. 3 Scapegoat to help stall again, also works with Enemy Controller, and it's chainable. 3 Megamorph, again, just attack boost equip card. Can work with other things like Mystic Tomato if you're in a pinch as well. 1 Snatch Steal, again, just for clearing out the opponent's board, take their monster. 1 Mage Power, just another equip for more attack, and 1 Reckless Greed, that's a chainable draw 2 trap card. Don't need any other trap cards besides that based on this build. And then we've got our extra deck, so honestly, none of these cards matter besides Master of Oz. That's the only one you're going to be using here, just because that's purely how this deck is built. So 4,200 attack, 3,700 defense, can be summoned with Cyber-stein, very easy to swing for game. And I've got a side deck here. Honestly, the side deck doesn't really matter just because of how specifically this is built. But if anything, if you're going against Panda Burn, 3 Royal Decree won't hurt. And if your opponent knows what you're doing, they're going to make you go first because typically I go second with this deck. But anyway, just play around with the side deck, see what you can come up with to, help you out. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for the deck profile. Let's go ahead and get into some replays. Alright, so here's game 1. Let's go ahead and get this on our side of the field. They're going to play the DD Assailant with the Dust Tornado set, but based on our hand here, we are good to go. So this is not going to be... I should say most of these replays are not exciting because they all worked out very well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, activate the Giant Trunade, get our Cyber-stein, pay the 5,000, we'll get Master of Oz on field. Here's where we're going to use Econ to tribute our Cyber-stein and take their Assailant. And we're going to use Wild Nature's Release. We're going to go ahead and get Master of Oz up to 7,900. And there's game right there. So if you have a good starting hand, it's really as easy as that. Let's go ahead and get on to game 2. We are going to swap. We are actually playing against a Koitsu deck, which is very interesting. They're going to activate the Graceful Charity to draw 3, summon the UFO Turtle, activate Toon Table of Contents. They're going to activate all of those to thin the deck. Back here, they have a set Royal Decree. That's not going to really matter for us too much. So we'll go ahead and fire off the Pot of Greed to draw 2, get the MST on the Royal Decree, activate Graceful Charity here. We're going to go ahead and get our Mystic Tomato and set our Scapegoat. They're going to activate Last Will, summon another UFO Turtle. Crash into that. They're going to get 2 summons off of that UFO Turtle. We will get another Mystic Tomato out onto the field. They're going to get Aitsu out onto the field. Activate Last Will. There we go. They're going to crash again. That's going to get us both summons. We're going to get Sangan out here. And of course, they're going to attack into it, which will let us get our Cyber-stein because they don't know what we're doing yet. And they'll attack with the Koitsu and the Aitsu for 300. They're going to go ahead and equip here. He's up to 3100 attack, so that's a little scary. Anyway, we'll activate our giant Trunade here. Get Cyber-stein on the field to pay the 5,000 to get Master of Oz. Activate this. Go ahead and activate Mage Power. And they surrender right there. So that was another easy game, and here's game 3 to show off. Go ahead and swap. This is against a Panda Burn deck. They're going to set 3, set 5, okay, after the Graceful Charity. We're going to go ahead and Trunade. They're going to Ojama Trio and Secret Barrel. They did the Chain Link in the wrong order there, but that's not a big deal. As long as we have 2 monster slots, we can still OTK here, so we'll activate the Cyber-stein effect, get Master of Oz, and activate Wild Nature's Released, and attack for game right there. Alright, and that's it. So as you can see, it's a very fragile deck. It's not great at stalling, so if you don't start with a good hand, it can be a little tough. But anyway, if you go second and you have the cards you need, it's just a turn 2 OTK, which I think is great. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching.